So, all right, if in case you didn't catch it, this is the reason why the Guardian, why that newest Guardian doesn't have a bed is because they put the bed in this one, and they need to sell you on this one.
Starting with the front, first thing that you're going to notice on this bad boy is the 2 bespoke size 5 ballistic cannons that we ended up adding.
Size 5s.
Massive guns.
They are massive.
Like massive guns.
But they're also not the only ones.
Cannon before, they'll be very low rate of fire, but the amount of damage that you're going to do when you hit is absolutely insane. Repeaters, you're going bam, 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 bam. Gatling is just brrrr. Cannons are bam, 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 bam.
But they also kind of suck, so most of the time you're not using cannons.
Devastating in the hands of a skilled pilot.
As you come around, you can see that similarity.
I guess that's the problem. I'm just not a skilled pilot. It's not the fact that it's been the meta to use laser repeaters for years at this point, but yeah, I'm just not the skilled pilot I think I am.
Is between the Polaris and the Meteor. It's like you took a Mantis exterior and then asked the person who made the Polaris exterior to find a middle ground.
When I was working on this, I took like a lot of inspiration from the Polaris. I worked on the exterior of that ship.
So just a personal gripe, if they're gonna have people calling in to do their section,
when I was working on this,
like CIG, give him a better webcam. What are you doing? Like, why are you gonna have him call in if you don't give the man a proper webcam to do so with? I mean, it's a very minor gripe, but come on. Use a couple of the ship purchases that we all make and get this man a webcam so that he can look good on camera.
Took like a lot of inspiration from the Polaris. I worked on the exterior of that ship for a long time, so I think it's absolutely ingrained in my mind. Although
I do think that the styling looks good.
What it is now is different.
I'm conflicted on having it be put on the Mantis chassis because the Mantis already exists.
That can fit on size 4 rack, single S4 missiles. You can swap those down to 2 size 3s.
Okay, so 4 racks, right? 4. You start off with 4 size 4s. Then you can bump up to 8 size 3s.
4 size 2s. Or
16 size 2s. Or 32 size 1s.
A whole new like lower section.
32 missiles on what is not per se a missile ship is kind of insane.
It kind of like fattens it up a bit, and it just looks a little bit more aggressive, which to me is never a bad thing.
Interior, as soon as you end up going up the ramp, that's had a nice little...
Oh, look, it's got nice little indicator lights. That should be standard on all ships.
Lighting effect added for it. You'll go in and see that the inside has been completely remodeled from the old Mantis interior.
The Zeus did...
Here, I feel like the update in style does make a lot of sense. I do not like the interior of the base Mantis. I feel like it... I don't know. It feels claustrophobic. It's too tight. This somehow feels a lot more open and inviting, and I think the brighter colors help a lot too. So I think what I would have preferred is they update the interior with this ship, but then also retroactively on the Mantis, but keep the exterior of the Mantis, because that was already pretty close to what RSI has been going with. I think it needed just a few tweaks to update the style, but I think going so heavy on the paneling on this ship, I feel kind of a mistake.
So much for bringing that interior design language for RSI forward. Thank you, Montreal team. It's a lot sleeker now. There's these really clear blue lines that run through the core of the ship. They go up the walls onto the ceiling. They've framed the parts of your room. You've got nice floor mats as well. It just feels more cohesive. So the cockpit is all framing your eye towards that massive glass canopy that you're familiar with on the Mantis.
And the Mantis has had one of the better RSI canopies
Taken
for
the
a really
ZC
long
to
time
another level,
already.
improving the back-end workflow of how we use it, which is going to improve all RSI ships going forward.
Turning.
See, they have to put that in there because you have people like me who bought a Galaxy JPEG and really thought that they were going to get their ship after the Polaris, and now we're back behind the Perseus, and who knows what other ship they're going to surprise us with before the Galaxy ever gets released.
Round from the seat. You can.
But they keep me hoping by saying those lines like, and this is really going to help us speed up our delivery of RSI ships. I'm on to you, CIG. I know what you're doing.
You have a button, and when you press that, you will have a weapon rack that's coming out of the floor.
There's a scene in John Wick where he hits the floor with a sledgehammer to reveal all of his guns and the stash. And we were like, we can't do that, but we could make kind of a secret button on the bulkhead that pops out the floor.
It is cool that you have a little built-in armory. I'm not actually a super fan of it coming out of the floor like that. I think it's better from a gameplay perspective to keep it off to the side and keep it integrated into a wall. Because what I'm thinking of is when they have force reactions, this is just another thing to trip and fall into. And it's another thing to have to navigate around. And while this might make a lot of sense in a real world spaceship, if that ever is a thing, you know, where you're carrying weapons like this into outer space, as long as people can walk around it, then you're fine. But with video game characters, you always have to give them much more space than you think you need because of clipping and geometry and collisions and things like that. That's actually why a lot of the ships back in the day got increased in size. I think the Avenger Titan was increased by 33%, was because they had built them to human scale, and then it was just a miserable play experience. So if you actually look at the ships in game now, they're all quite a bit bigger than you would actually think they would be, because you have to accommodate a video game character, not a person.
So every ship I work on, I make sure to put some kind of inspection sticker on that lists the designers and artists that worked on.
I did know this. Once I learned it from the video, it does make me kind of want to go and see if I can find those inspection stickers on any of my ships. But I guess it is dependent on whether or not this guy worked on it.
And for this ship, we've added someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah, okay, let me read you that.
No, I'll be someone else.
The paints on this one were
Disco!
fun to do. We wanted to kind of get that iridescence going, and I feel like we covered a wide spectrum of tastes.
The default we ended up changing out for our darker paint tone. This way you'll be a little bit stealthier. I think it looks really cool. We have our red one.
It does look really good.
Our gold one, teal one, and then probably my personal favorite, our disco livery.
I really like the
Bring the ship to a
the
new level.
turquoise and gold iridescence that they do with that one
And
paint.
it was a really unique challenge that I really appreciated getting the chance to work on.
There's a little bit of iridescence with this blue, huh?
Jared.
It's not for me. It might be for people like me. Who's this ship for?
For people who likes to look cool and play cool.
For people who want to have a daily flyer that packs a huge punch.
This should be for me. That's it.
It's for your militaristic fighter that just wants that ship they're never going to stop driving.
Who is this ship for?
John Wick.
All right, now here's what I'll say about that. If you buy this ship, you are never allowed to complain about someone attacking you and doing PvP, okay? John Wick, he would not complain about PvP. His whole life is PvP. If you buy this ship, you cannot Care Bear in this ship. This is not a ship for Care Bears. It's a ship for blowing up Care Bears, all right? You are not allowed to complain about getting griefed, ganked, PK'd, nothing. I don't want to hear it. if you're flying this ship, you are PvP all the time. Okay, it's open season on you. All right. Otherwise, no, you're not John Wick. You don't get to claim you're John Wick. All right. Deal? Okay. Now, let's talk about some of the other problems. I've been browsing the interwebs a bit, and I've been seeing a lot of people say, if power creep was a ship. All right. I see where they're coming from. My counter argument is, why are people still buying it then?
Police, get what you fucking deserve!
I've been raising the alarm lately, talking about the ills of having everything in the game be monetized and sold for profit on the Power Store. This is just another example. If CIG has to continue peddling ships, they're going to keep getting better and better, and the power creep is always going to be there, because that is what the incentive is tied to. That is the biggest argument you can make for why we need to transition to selling cosmetics only. If you sell cosmetics, then what you get is you get really good cosmetics. But if you sell ships, eventually what you get is really good ships that smoke the older ships. And so if you don't want to keep this cycle going where the new ship is better than the old ship, is better than the old ship, is better than the old ship, we need CIG to switch things up and stop selling ships. That's what it comes down to. We need them to stop selling ships, stop selling armor, stop selling weapons, just sell skins.